Hey guys, how's it going? Phone Tigers here today. Welcome to another um, sort of like new thing I want to do. It's called Retro Reviews, where I watch a bunch of old movies and I review them for you guys. And today, for the very first review, I am doing The Lost Boys, directed by Joel Schumacher, director of Batman Forever and Batman for Robin, arguably probably the two most horrible Batman films ever made. So this movie is very fucking 80s. So if you do not like any over 80s cheese, you probably won't like The Lost Boys. But if you're into that, stick around. This movie definitely has Joel Schumacher written all over it. This movie has the Joel Schumacher shit. Like, pretty much. It's very Joel Schumacher. But what makes this movie great is how they stick so close to the vampire lore. They don't change anything up, something like what Twilight would do, where, oh, I'm standing out in the sun, I fucking sparkle. No, in this one, it's very staying close to the classic lore of vampires. You stab them through the heart to kill them with a stake, or, use holy water and garlic. Very much stuff like that. But they do add some new things to the lore. For instance, if you invite a vampire to your home, that utters you powerless against them, which is a very cool idea and a very cool thing that I like about the new thing added to the lore. It's really cool. But the standout of this movie are the vampires themselves. Mainly David, played by Kiefer Sutherland, does an amazing job with the role that he's given. He does a great job as one of the villains. He is just a very charismatic villain. And plus everyone else does great. The Frog Brothers especially. If you watch the movie, you know what I'm talking about. The Frog Brothers are brothers who are vampire hunters who run a comic book store. Really cool. But they do interesting things with this film, such as when the zombies are like about to attack someone, they fly overhead. Instead of showing them flying, this was kind of like a budget thing, but it shows their perspective when they grab someone. It's really cool, really interesting, and I really love that. This movie also is very much cheese. This movie is 80s at its finest. This movie bleeds the fucking 80s. For Christ's sakes, the vampires, they fucking bleed glitter. Glitter. If that's not fucking 80s, I don't know what is. But the movie has a cool and amazing third act with a great twist ending. I love this movie. It's easily one of my favorite, if not my favorite vampire movie ever fucking made. It's just so badass with a kick-ass soundtrack to boot, especially the main theme of the movie, "Cry Little Sister." Great fucking song. If you've never heard of it, please look it up on YouTube. It'll blow your mind. But as a whole, this is a very classic 80s movie, a movie that I hold near and dear to my heart as a great vampire film. Just as a kick-ass fucking movie. I mean, if you ever want to see vampires ride dirt bikes with leather jackets and fucking brutalize people, The Lost Boys is your fucking movie. Not to mention, it has a great kick-ass story to boot with fantastic characters and fantastic acting. So, would I recommend The Lost Boys? Absolutely. Watch it. It's a great vampire flick. And I really do hope you enjoy it because it's one of my favorite movies. I watched it on Blu-ray. I love my Blu-ray copy. But watch the movie. You'll love it. Anyways, this is it for Retro Review. Me basically talking about the movie and saying what I liked about it. It's a great kick-ass 80s movie. One that I don't see barely any problems with it. If there's any issues, it's probably some cinematography issues. Other than that, fucking kick-ass movie. Definitely check it out.